Righty guys, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year and all the rest. Now I know it's been a long time coming, but I'm finally going to get around to taking a video of my figure collection. I know I've been off Facebook for a while now, I've been a bit of a social media hermit, but now that I've got a bit of time off, I'll get back in the swing of things. I'll get back into the buying, selling and trading, all the Facebook groups. I've just set up a new account, so I'm back in the social media world, which is good. Couple of quick disclaimers. I haven't been in here for ages, so it's a little bit dirty and dusty in here. I haven't done any cleaning for a while, but hopefully I'll get to show you most of the stuff that I collect. For anyone that doesn't know, it's mainly the cartoons from the 80s, like your He-Man, Thundercats, Ghostbusters and all the rest. As you can see, I've got a pretty fair collection to get through, so I'll do my best to get that done for you. The other thing is there's not a heap of room in here for me to be able to film, so I'll do the best that I can, as I said. But hope you enjoy, hope you're all going well, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Alright, so what I've tried to do with each of my lines, I've tried to keep everything sort of together, so all the turtle stuff, all the Voltron, Ghostbusters and all the rest all together, but you will see a little bit sort of spread out around the place. So I'll start off with the turtles. Turtles probably the biggest collection I've got. Probably takes up about a third of my room, I'd say. But for anyone who collects turtles, as you'll see in a minute, there's so many different variations of each of the characters, and I've tried to collect as many of those as I can. So you got the Sewer there, Needle Nose, Sandstorm on card, Universal Monsters there, all the turtles on the cheapskates. And got the coins. I do have a folder full of them packed away somewhere. Got all the news crew there. So the news van's probably my favourite piece that I've got. I got that from Father's Day off Lair and the boys, so thank you very, very much for that. Hotspot. Couple of different variations of the news van, mini one there. Open on a news bike. Robotic foot soldier. There's a cell. I know it's a bit glary there. Got that from my good mate Ricky Whedon. Yeah, good trade, thanks to that mate. Foot cruiser. Bit of carnage in the back there. Bebop's had a fall. There's a Technodrome playset. I think every serious Turtles collector's got to have a Technodrome. You also see a lot of the foot soldiers spread out around. I've got a fair army of those on different vehicles and all around the place there. And we've got things like little marbles. Bit of South Park there. A mask. Smoking! The blimp. Got a few posters up the back there. They're actually from some jigsaw puzzles. And they're just some carded 25th anniversary ones there up the top. So we'll go on to the glass cabinets now. I've actually got a different shelf for each one of the characters. So there's Raph there. As I said before, there's a heap of different variations. So you got, you know, the army ones. I think that's a scout leader, Raph. I think that's his name. a space one. So they went absolutely nuts with all the different variations of turtles just to sell more products, and people like me actually buy them. So down to Mikey. You know, there's even a farmer Mikey with a tractor, which is very dusty, as you can see. Sumo. Got all the giant turtles as well. Not all complete, but hopefully one day. Shampoo bottles. Mum actually kept most of those from when I was a kid, believe it or not. So I was really lucky that Mum kept all my old toys and didn't give them away or throw them down the tip or anything. Donnie. Well, the back there is a pretty rare undercover one. Don't have any accessories with him, but yeah, really, really hard to get. Even got into the trolls, the turtles, so that's how far they went. And then down to Leo at the bottom. Caveman, another troll. Indian Leo. I'll just open up each of the cabinets because I've got the flash on. It's not, the lighting isn't great in here, so, and again, there isn't a heap of room for me to sort of maneuver around. There's not a lot of space, so I'll just do the best that I can. Some other cool characters in there: Scale Tail, Monty Moose. A few of the good guys there. I've got a bit of a sporting shelf there, so a bit of everything in there, from some Smurfs, Space Jam, MJ figures. So a bit of a sports theme. And down the bottom there's some of the movie 3 figures. Always love the old Turtles movies. I'm not a huge fan of the new ones, but you know, I still watch them. Anything Turtles I'm pretty much into. Dr. L, interesting looking figure. Big Krang android. Down to an old packet of cheese flavoured snacks. So I would not recommend to eat those. You probably get a bit crook, I think. See lots of books spread around the place as well. So a few figures here with a bit of merch. So they got into everything, the Turtles, from, as you can see, the drawing books to pencils and crayons and lunch boxes, pizza thrower, little handheld there. There's a turtle com. I got another one that's open in one of the shelves, so you can see, have a bit of a better look at that in a minute. Small merch, pencil cases, one of the puzzles I was talking about before. Finger puppets, actually had those from when I was a kid, another thing that Mum kept on for me. This is my Shredder character shelf with a few different versions of him. these figures. Super shredder. Down to probably my favourite character from the Turtles, Rocksteady. Robotic one, here's a great figure. Got the giant one up the back there. Still looking for a Bebop one, so anyone's got one of those for sale at a good price, please hit me up. Down the mutations. So I've tried to get doubles of all of these. There's Rocksteady in his human form before he got mutated. Bebop there. That was April and the Turtles. Got a few collector's cases around the place as well. And then down the bottom got some other movie figures. VHS, I've got a big VHS collection as well. From most of the 80s cartoons. Lots of people ask, you know, where do I get all my stuff? Look, some I've had as a kid. As I said, Mum was really good keeping onto them for me, but you know, toy fairs, markets, op shops, swap meets. Do a lot of trades as well with the guys on the Facebook groups. Haven't been on there for a while, as I said, but getting back onto there now. There's a turtle com that's open. That's a bit of a toon shelf there, another handheld. I'm not actually sure what that is up the back there. Obviously held on to something, not too sure. A bit of a random shelf here. So got some Bucky O'Hare, Captain Planet, and some Cops and Crooks spread out there as well. Raph's in a bit of trouble there. One of the favourite vehicles is the submarine as well, so Lair is in there. Binoculars. And a few other ones sort of spread out down there. A few of the newer line ones. Couple of mutations in box. The old mobile cars used to get from the servo back in the day. Rock and roll turtles, rocking on there. Little band of Smurfs. You also see a few Smurfs spread out there in the place as well. Got hundreds of those. Onto the Bebop shelf. I think the classics looks really good there. Pork nose. Bit of a beach theme here. And got the soda cans there. After the Donny, I've got two Mikey ones there, so always up for trade if anyone's got a Donny. Wallet, turtle copter, very bare, incomplete, missing a lot of the pieces, but one day hopefully I'll be able to complete him. I can't actually open this one. There might be a bit of glare because you can see I've got other stuff in front there, but some of the newer movie ones, jet plane, some of the pops up the back there, a few foot soldiers here, different versions of those. Always looking to add to the foot soldier army as well. Scooby, Shaggy. Many people say Shaggy's a bit of a lookalike of mine, which I don't think's a real compliment, but I'll take it. Some Lego there. The old bag, got that from the States a while ago. Frisbee, another collector's case. A couple of newer ones there. Some wrestler turtles. And probably my rarest turtles piece, I'd say, would be the wall watch. So big shout out to Aaron Drew for that. I know it was very hard for you to get rid of that, mate, but as you can see, it's found a very nice home. And just some VHS. On to some Simpsons stuff. So I love all the World of Springfield figures. I don't have near the full set. I do have another couple of tubs of them in storage. But yeah, just don't have the room to display them all, unfortunately. Some of the Coles ones up the top there. Got a huge collection of those away somewhere. Also got a fair few of the play sets. They're interactive, so you put the figure on there and they have different phrases and all the rest. The cupboard, a few of the other little play sets there. Lego Quickie Mart. I've got the Simpsons house again in storage, just don't have the room for it at the moment. Some Lego down there. Love all the Robin Hood Lego and the pirate stuff. Herman the Crazy Bugger, his military shop. Alright, so we'll head over this way. Got the Voltron collection. Got some little cutouts of the characters, actually from the board game, which I've got around here somewhere. So I just pop them up. Castle of Lions. Really tough to get the helmets for the pilots as well. So lucky to have those with the keys. Got big Voltron there. There's some of the bad guys. I think I need a few more of the coffins to complete those. Jigsaw at the back. Stamp set there. And I've also got some other Voltron stuff spread around, which you'll see. Our little gadget collection. Just love Inspector Gadget. Unmasked Dr. Claw. So anyone that watched the show knows that you never got to see his face. So when they actually, the Dr. Claw that's in the packet, there's a sticker over the face, so you don't actually get to see it until you open it up, which is pretty cool. Gadgetmobile boxed. Also had that when I was a kid. And really, really tough to get is the Madmobile. So I'm just missing one little missile over there, and that's complete. They're very, very dusty, as you can see. A couple of other gadget things there. Thunder Tank with Panthro. I'll get to the my Thundercats collection next. So some Chitara figures. He's lost his legs. I do have a replacement on the shelf somewhere, and I'll pop up. Got no idea what happened to him. Bengali, one of the rarer ones, particularly with his weapon. Got the playset with Lino up there. Loyal Subject's really cool. Got the classics, a few different variations of Snarf. A few different versions of Mumra you can see there. Driller. I have to apologise, I can see there's hardly any room for me to actually get a good shot here, so I'll do the best that I can. Rune up back. Monkey's probably my favourite Thundercats figure. No reason why. White monkeys. Rarest Thundercats thing I've got is a Stinger figure there, which from the Rampages series. I actually had to spend a fair bit of money to get him on card because near and impossible to find a loose version of him in good condition because the wings are very, very fragile. So yeah, lucky to have got onto that one. Had to pay for it though. Down the bottom got the Mutant Sky Cutter in box. And next we've got the Ghostbusters. It's got the 4 originals there, the Proton packs, which are pretty fragile as well. Very, very easy to break. Fire station. Oh, sorry, I have to get back a bit. There we go. Got Lego fire station. Another Christmas present from Lisa, I think, back in the day. Monsters in My Pocket with the volcano up there. You actually have to send away for the volcano. I don't think you could buy it in stores. So from memory, whenever you got a box of the monsters, they came with a little barcode that you had to send in. So sent in for that and got the box for it down there. I got in the glass shelves now. It's got the Ecto there. Frankenstein on card. The annual, traded with Jordan Fraser back in the day. Cheers, Jord. And the monsters. It's got the mini Filmation figures there. There's not much room here for me to again get a good shot. Collector's case. Slimer. Everyone's favourite. And then down the bottom, it's got the old Lego fort. Some dodgy pirates looking around there. Some of the knockoffs, so Galaxy Warriors, Defenders. Hard to keep up to date with all the different names there. They've got a ton of those in boxes lying around the place. Ren and Stimpy. Bit of Dick Tracy stuff there. Got a lot of G.I. Joe stuff, but I don't actually have that up. Again, just don't have the room. Classics Battle Cat there. Some puzzles. A few Transformers things. Little Lord of the Rings shelf. And there's some more of the G.I. Joes. Got some of the minifigures there as well. Back from the, I think they were early 90s, I think. Then probably on to my favourite line. Certainly my favourite TV show as a kid was Masters of the Universe. Box Battle Cat there. Lego figures, bubble heads up the back. Blades falling down. Some of the movie figures there, some of the classics and the vintage. There's not great reviews about the original movie, but just the fact that it had He-Man in it I loved as a kid, but pretty poorly made. Some stamps. I was looking to get more of those. Loyal Subjects from the newer line. Got Prince Adam from Birdie last night, thanks for that, mate. And a Beast Man. Monstroid, bit of a whacked out vehicle. Bit hard to see, but an old radio there from back in the day. Love the money boxes, so Skeletor and He-Man there, getting harder to get. Down there's some more of the vintage ones. Snake Mountain, got a box Snake Mountain in storage as well as a box Grayskull as well, but just don't have the room. Rotar, tough figure to get. Lots of people get that mixed up with Roton, which is actually a vehicle, a pretty common vehicle, so bit of info for you just in case you're looking for one of those. Darkface Grizzlord, different variation. There is a ton of variations in the Masters line as well. I certainly don't know all of them, but learning every day. Twistoid, another one of the tougher ones to come across. Randor, Laser Light Skeletor. Finally got onto one of those, which was good. Only got one of the Meteor Orbs, so always looking for those. Different versions of the He-Man. Need to have a few different He-Man figures in your collection just to put in all the different vehicles and all the rest. Missing his armour, but another really tough one to get, the Laser Light. And up the top, it's a bit hard to reach up there, I'll do my best. The Disco Skeletor 2000X. Slime pit up the back there. The tray, which is a pretty cool piece. And then onto some She-Ra stuff. Don't have a heap of She-Ra. Yeah, got the Pop classics there, as well as the Crystal Castle. A few of the other figures. Cake tin up the back. So this is from the 2000X line here. Or most of them are. A few other bits and pieces spread across there. Don't have a heap of them, but I always said to myself I'm not going to collect this line, but I've managed to pick up a few over the years and add to it when I can. Probably my favourite looking figures are the Filmation figures, because they're the closest resemblance to the actual characters on the cartoon, so they're really, really good. Some new ones coming out they'll need to get onto, but not really a fan of the new Super 7 ones. Don't think they've done a really good job with those, to be honest. And down to some Pops. Pretty sure I've got the full collection of Pops. They may not all be up here at the moment, but got them in boxes and spread out around the place. I've actually been told that the Disco Skeletor is actually in the top 10 rarest pops. Don't quote me on it, but I've been told. I know the last one on eBay went for about $1,200, which just blew my mind. Couldn't believe that, so I paid nowhere near that for it, so good to have. Classics Griffin. Hordak bust. Looks pretty awesome. Got the Thundercats pops there. Most of the pops I've got are just from the 80s lines that I've already got. There's a couple of Disney ones there, which are leases. You know, Joker and Ultimate Warrior. Dr. Seuss. And then down the classics. So most of the classics that I collect are only from the vintage line. I'm not really into any of the other ones, so they're really expensive to buy these days as well. They've just really shot up in price. Ridiculous amount that you pay for them these days. I've got some more classics there, as well as NECA statues, which again are very dusty. Need to try to display those classics a bit better so you can see them, but that'll do for now. And on to my pride and joy when it comes to my He-Man collection is my Boxed Eternia. So for many Masters collectors, that's a bit of a holy grail. Actually, when my dear old pop passed away, he gave all the grandsons a bit of money, and his instructions were, you know, don't save it, spend it on something that you really love. So I ended up going out and buying Eternia with it. And every time, you know, I look at it, it reminds me of Pop. So, yeah, love you, Pop. Shield there, VHS. Some random Trolls figures from a few different lines. Big Inspector gadget, French version, as you can see from the spelling there. One thing you probably will notice is that I don't have a heap of Star Wars stuff. I've never really been a Star Wars fan, but love the Ewoks. So I got the Ewoks Village here and a couple of the Ewoks figures, which are cool. A little bit of Noddy. Gumby. Just open up the cupboard here. Got some Toxies, Toxic Crusaders. So really colourful line. Lots of people get these mixed up with the Turtles because they do have a pretty similar colour scheme, but certainly are different. A random one, Cowboy from Mumisa. Found it hard to get Toxie merch. There's not a heap of it out and it's not easy to get. Count Duckula, for anyone that remembers that cartoon. I do also want to build a bit of an army of the Radiation Rangers like the Foot Soldiers as well. That'd be cool. On to some Street Sharks. A couple of knockoff ones there. Been told it's actually pretty hard to get Moby Lick's hat there, the red hat, so bit of info for you. Got some mini Mortal Kombat figures, my favourite game as a kid. Had those for a while. And then some Extreme Dinos down the bottom there. Not a huge sort of collector of the dinos and the Street Sharks, but whenever I come across one at a decent price, I'll always jump onto it. Down the bottom, a couple of other ones there, mixed in with a bit of Brave Star, Coneheads. Some Mighty Duck stuff. Not a huge superhero collector, but do like the X-Men, so you'll see a few random X-Men scattered around there. McDonald's changeables, so like little Transformers. In my opinion, best Happy Meal toys that they ever produced. I think I've got most of those, but there's a few different variations from country to country, I think. See Cabbage Patches. Get on those Transformers in a minute. Optimus Prime in the box back there, probably not displayed the best, you'll get that out somewhere. Terminator, a few random Arnie figures. Actually picked Sarah Connor up last night. Care Bears, a bit more Gumby. Gremlins. Aggro. Remember every Saturday morning watching Aggro and Anne-Marie. Bit of Mars stuff. Puppets from the Land Before Time. Got the Blinky Bill puppets packed away somewhere as well. Dinosaurs. Some Jetsons, Primal Rage. I do have a pretty big Mario Nintendo collection as well, which I just don't have the room to display, unfortunately. And down to the wrestlers. So I got a big loose wrestler collection from different eras, some vintage, some new. Favourite was always the Ultimate Warrior. I haven't got a heap of Warrior figures. The Hulk. Sorry, quick reset. The battery went on the phone there. So there's most of the loose wrestlers I got up. The carded ones got up are all from the classic series. Probably my favourite series is the classics. Got you know, tubs and tubs of other carded figures as well, but like with lots of things, I unfortunately just don't have the room. R.I.P. Mean Gene as well. I think he unfortunately passed away in the last week. Got some 2-packs there. More down the bottom. 3-pack. Is it what, a Shogun Warrior, I think? Couple of Chris Benoit's. A few of the older cartoon figures there. That's a bit of the horror section. Bit of Chucky. Love the Joker as well. Dark Knight versions, probably my favourite. Got a pretty cool little bobblehead there. Got another carded figure somewhere. Some of the old mini Turtles playsets in the box. Alright, next part of the collection is the Dino Riders. So, a bit of a niche market actually, the Dino Riders. Not a huge amount of collectors out there. But I think it's a bit of a surprise because, you know, most boys love dinosaurs, and if you had some guns and armour, then yeah, you can't really go wrong. It's a pretty rare Series 3 bird. I do have the armour. Dave Graver actually traded me that. Thanks for that, mate. I still haven't got around after a couple of years to putting it on, but do have it in a tub somewhere. Really hard to remember all the names of the dinosaurs as well, unless you're a dinosaur expert. Got the big Bronto there, no armour. Really tough to piece all that together. But, oh, good enough just having the bear one there. The Diplo. A few from the Ice Age series as well. A few VHS up the back there. Dinosaurs, another cool TV show. They do have figures, but I don't believe they're actually produced and open for sale on the market, on the open market. Lunchbox there, another trade with Ricky Whedon. Couple of boxes. Bit of Lego there. Favourite Lego is probably the Fabuland, which I've got a few of the figures there in the Lego cases. Do have some play sets that are put away somewhere. The old Muppets babies. The old Alf. Classics Voltron there. A few Overwatch pops. Love Overwatch. Pretty cool PC game. Good mate Ed got me into that. Don't know whether I should thank him or not. I'm getting a bit addicted to that actually. Bit of Kiss. Probably my two favourite bands of all time are Metallica and Gunners. Lucky enough to go to the concert at the G a while ago, which was great. A few random things on the wall here. Tortured Souls. Interesting figure line. You need a pretty strong stomach to look at some of them. And you got the Twisted Fairy Tale series as well. Old Humpty Dumpty. Gretel. Hansel. Got the big Dorothy of Oz figure, which is a good one. A few other different bits and pieces there as well. Dumb and Dumber, favourite movie of all time. Love that. Dr. Dreadful. Another Voltron. Just recently got this of my lovely wife for Christmas, which is Lego Voltron. Still really undecided with lots of my Voltron, lots of my Lego stuff, whether to actually take it out of the box and set up or leave it in there. Tough decision. Some more Tortured Souls. Very, very whacked out looking figures. Not everyone's cup of tea. My wife doesn't particularly like these ones. They freak the boys out a little bit, but another excuse for them to stay out of the room. Man, a few of the mini Masters figures in the 2000X line. Hood Rats. Another trade with Ricky. Got Lino costume there. Demolition Man, a couple of Rocky figures. Oh, there it is, the other Dark Knight figure I got, which is a really cool one. As I said, I'm not a huge Transformers fan. These are actually my brother's, most of these, when he was a kid. So I got them out of the shed at Mum's place and displayed them up. A couple of other box figures here with some NBA ones as well. Almost forgot. Got a few of the Pro Star AFL figures here as well. For any footy fans, I'm a mad Fitzroy fan. Now love the Brisbane Lions as well. Also got a fair Fitzroy and Brisbane collection that I'll pop another video up to. Alright, so I think that pretty much does it. Thank you very much for watching. If there's any close-ups you want to, another video of a specific part of the collection, let me know in the comment section. Be sure to look out my Facebook sales group, Cowabunga Action Figure Sales. There'll be a few toys up there within the next week or so make sure to check them out. And also a very, very big thank you to my lovely wife. She's very understanding, gave me the space to put the toys up. So thank you very much, Lisa. Good on you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have, as I said, a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Good luck in 2019.